My name is Alix Klineman. I'm from Manhattan Beach and I play on the AVP. I started playing volleyball at a super young age. I was exposed to beach when I was 6 years old and I've played ever since, and I absolutely fell in love with the sport. But over the years, obviously, I've had some injuries, and being a pretty tall athlete too, I think a little bit injury prone. And that's definitely been the hardest part of the sport for me, and it's taken away from a little bit of the enjoyment. Everyone always sees the glamorous side of playing a sport and, practicing and winning tournaments and this and that and holding the trophy at the end. But I have obviously spent lots of hours in the training room, and that's the not so fun part of the sport, and it can be discouraging. And when you're playing in pain, it's not the same game that you necessarily fall in love with. But, luckily my love for the sport has carried on, and I think that's what really pushes me through all these injuries and helps me want to get back out there and get back out there healthy, because I know how much I love it, when I'm feeling good. So I played indoor volleyball my entire life from about age 8 to 26, I think. And I tried for the Olympics 3 different quads, so it's a lot of times to try and fail, and the desire to play in the Olympics just wouldn't go away. And I got to a point where I thought, hey, I've always wanted to try playing beach volleyball, and I grew up playing beach as a little kid. Why not now? And it was a combination of some other things too, of having a more forgiving surface for my body and being able to live at home and see my friends and family a lot more. But it just all really came together at the right time. And a lot of people told me, you shouldn't do this. You're still young, you're in your prime. You should try for another Olympics on the indoor side and make that money that's guaranteed. But there was just something inside me really drawing me to the sport. And I usually do what's logical and what makes the most sense. And this was the first time in a situation where I just said, I don't care what makes the most sense, but I have to do this. Something in me just, was drawing me towards the sport, and I'm so happy that I made the switch. I feel so fulfilled. I love going out there and practicing and getting to go to the beach for work. And, just the whole beach volleyball family and environment has been so amazing. And yeah, I have 0 regrets.